Now let's head to Vermont, where recovery efforts are just beginning to start this morning after the devastating flooding this week.
The flooding there was unprecedented. The storm that slammed into parts of the state dropped 2 months of rain in just 2 days. Vermont's governor says the flood levels were worse than what the state saw from Tropical Storm Irene 12 years ago.
Vermont's emergency management says teams carried out more than 100 rescues yesterday. But this morning, those floodwaters are starting to recede in some areas, and FEMA's response teams are on the ground beginning to assist with relief efforts. We want to bring in Jack McCullough. He's the mayor of Montpelier, Vermont. Mayor McCullough, thank you so much for joining us, especially when your town is going through something so tough. First, just describe to us the devastation that you've seen.
Well, it's a real improvement from yesterday, but I can tell you yesterday it was terrible. The streets were flooded. It was like rivers flowing through the main streets of Montpelier, and water flowing into all the businesses downtown. Since then, the water has receded, and now we're faced with a massive cleanup effort. We will start by getting all the mud and debris out of the streets, and then we'll be able to start with the rest of the work, clearing up all the businesses and helping people get back on their feet.
Mr. Mayor, I know the police department, City Hall, fire department, they were all flooded. Obviously, I mean, it's hard enough for first responders to deal with this without their own, places of work being flooded. So how were they able to get to people in need and carry out everything that needed to be done?
Well, we had a tremendous amount of help from other departments. We've had other fire departments and rescue departments from around Montpelier, and I saw a group even from as far away, I think, as South Carolina, who just drove up to provide the help they could. So we had people.
Wow.
We had swift rescue teams with boats getting people out of their locations if they were stuck, and we've had our fire and police departments at our emergency operations center at our water plant, which is on high ground outside of the city limits.
Oh, incredible to hear about people coming from so far just to help out. Mr. Mayor, I also do want to ask you about the Wrightsville Dam, just upstream from your city, getting dangerously close to capacity. That was a major concern at one point. What is the status there this morning? Is that something that you all are keeping an eye on?
We're keeping an eye on it, but we're definitely feeling better about that. The waters are receding, and we do not expect at this point that it will either overtop the dam or go into the spillway. So I think we're looking pretty good there. Our river level within the city is well below flood stage at this point. Of course, we have rain expected over the next few days, but I'm hoping it's nothing approaching the level we've had this week.
And Mayor McCullough, what resources are available for people who've been impacted by the storm, by the flooding there?
Well, the president has issued an emergency declaration. I've spoken to Senator Welch, who's working with other senators on both sides of the aisle to get supplemental appropriation for FEMA and other emergency services. And so as the days progress, we will be getting out all the resources to the businesses and residents so that they can get help getting back on their feet, as I said.
Mayor Jack McCullough, thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe, and we will be thinking of you and your constituents in your town.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.